This story is a story that has vivid images. So if you see the images of the story in your mind's eye, it is a way of remembering the story. The first one, the first linkage is between foolish and wise. 5 bridesmaids were foolish, 5 were wise. Foolish took their lamps, so the second episode builds on that then. Foolish took their lamps, took no oil. Wise took flasks of oil. The next part, you could think of it as the sleeping. Bridegroom was delayed. They became drowsy, slept. And then the shout. Look, the bridegroom, come to meet him. The next episode is the trimming. They got up, trimmed their lamps. You can just see them trimming them and realizing they were about out of oil, and the foolish one saying to the wise, give us some of your oil. The fifth episode is buying. The wise replied, no, it won't be enough. Go buy some. So they went to buy it. Bridegroom came into the banquet, door shut. That is the climax of the episode. And so if you remember the shut door as the image of the end of that episode, that will also help. And the climactic episode is then they, outside the door, pleading, Lord, Lord, open for us. And he said through the door, I do not know you. That's the basic shock of this parable. I don't know you. Every listener can imagine themselves outside the door and the Lord of the universe saying in the kingdom of heaven, I don't know you. So this is a story to tell with all the excitement and anxiety of 13, 14, 15-year-old girls. The translation of bridesmaids is fine, but in the literal meaning of this is the virgins, and that's what it originally was both meant, and that's what they were called. They were the young women who were candidates for marriage, but had not yet been married. But in this context, they were serving as bridesmaids, and so it's not inappropriate. But this was a big wedding if there were 10 bridesmaids. So the identification of the story, and this is the thing that you want to create in telling the story, is the identification with the foolish virgins, the foolish bridesmaids. 5 of them were foolish, and the foolish took their lamps, and they said, give us some of your oil. And that is the pleading. And so you want to create that identification with the foolish virgins, because it's with them then that we experience, I don't know you. So all of the times when you forget or go to sleep or don't pay attention to the reality, to the possibility of the coming of the kingdom of God and of God's presence being the immediate context in which your life is happening, that's what this parable is about. It's to get your attention and to focus attention on living every moment in the awareness of the presence and the imminence of the kingdom of God.